Hi, it's Mary from ReadMeri, and I hired myself a boat today so that I could sit on it and talk to you about taking pictures using the Black Dragon viewer. I downloaded the viewer a few months ago and tried to get to grips with it. It's got amazing capabilities, that much is for sure. It's enabled me to produce some photographs that are of a detail and quality that I am not able to produce in Firestorm with the same computer. My laptop was superb. It's an Alienware, but it's now, I don't know, 6 years old, I think, and it struggles sometimes. The fans kick in. I run it on a cooler all of the time because, when I'm asking so much of it, it gets overheated and the graphics card goes on the blink and then it shuts down. So Black Dragon really was one of the only options I had in continuing to blog and to take pictures. So I had to get to grips with it, at least a little bit. I've seen on Facebook so many people saying that they've downloaded the Black Dragon viewer, but they haven't managed to figure out the controls to take pictures in the way that they would like. So I thought I would talk you through the little bit I've found out, and then maybe once you're able to do it too, we can continue to learn together and perhaps share any new discoveries, because I hope it's clear by now, I'm no expert. This is a learning process for me too. So here we are in the Black Dragon viewer, and you can see that at the top here I have a toolbar. I believe, although I can't remember, that this wasn't already there. If it is already there, simply right click on it and go to toolbar buttons and then choose which categories you think are going to be most useful in taking your photographs. You can see the ones I've chosen here. If you can't see the toolbar, go to the Dragon menu here and you will see that there are all the options really that you would find in a standard viewer, not necessarily in the same place, but they're all there. So toolbars is there, and you can click on that and choose from there all the things that you would like on your toolbar, what you would find most useful. One of the things that's extremely useful to have on your toolbar, but if not, you can access it again through the edit menu, is preferences. You can change all the preferences for your viewer and your user experience here, but the one we're most interested in, because we're here to take photographs, is display. There are very many options. I won't pretend to understand all of them. For instance, you can just use dynamic level of detail and allow Black Dragon to decide what should be resed when and in how much detail, depending upon the demands you're making on it. I usually switch that off and set all the demands high and just hope I don't crash. So for a photograph you don't need physics, so you can get rid of that. And for moving around and setting up a picture, I have everything on low or switched off anyway, because otherwise it puts too much strain on the system. But as you scroll through here, you can see all the different options and set things as you yourself would like them to be, and experiment a little. I mean, things change when you do sliders. Things change. So and some things only change when you've got other settings on. So for instance, advanced lighting, those sliders I've been playing with will be more obvious when you have advanced lighting switched on. And as you can see, I've got the shadows disabled at the moment, because if I switch them on we will grind to a bit of a halt. screen space reflections is something that Black Dragon warns against unless you have a monster PC, and I don't, but I do use them. The same with SSAO. I just stick it all on and hope for the best. The only exception to that rule being depth of field, which if I use it, I only use it when I'm completely ready, when I've taken several test shots and I'm ready to go with what I hope is the next big blog picture. So the great thing about this viewer, along with the Firestorm viewer I believe, is that you can choose here a name. You just type in a name, so let's call it video sample, and then just press save there and OK, and then the next time I want to use this setting, whoops, come on, I just go up and hover over there and I can choose one of the graphic presets I've made, or indeed open the display preferences if there's nothing suitable. So we'll go back onto basic, which is what I'm on now. The most useful tool is going to be the machinima sidebar. I find it very useful. So we're going to take a deep breath now and put photo settings on. And then, because I know there's something slightly amiss in my photo settings, I'm going to go in and go to display and take, if I can find it, take automatic shadow distance off, so that if I want to, I can alter the shadow distance to try and avoid these jagged shadows in the hair, which are otherwise unavoidable on Black Dragon. I don't know why, but it's true. So if I up that to, I don't know, say 9, and then put the next closest one to 15, and pull up my sky editor from my wonderful toolbar, have a little play with the lighting. Whoops. Come back. This isn't at all going how I wanted, you know. Not at all. I don't know where all these very jaggedy... Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so you can see here, you can set the distances for the 4 regions of shadow and the blur size for those. The SSAO, all these things are adaptable. And if anything isn't adaptable, it's greyed out there. So, and if you play with these and you mess them up, that's okay. You just go back to the preferences, back to display. I'm not going to hit default on those, but you just hit default on these. So you can soften the blur look. You can reduce the global light strength or increase it. And then if you don't like the result, you just pop it back to default. And you can't go that far wrong with default. It's good. It's fun to have a good play in here, see what you can do. As you can see, these horrible jags, I don't know what's causing them. I think it's the water, if you judge it, it's moving, isn't it? So, anyway, perhaps, I shouldn't have come here where the water is complex, but there we go. I'm going to try and just take a little snapshot now. Here you can see in the snapshot box you can change the size, and you can put autoscale rendering on, which should help, and then you simply press save. Now don't get me wrong, that's a terrible picture, but you get the gist. That's how it works. pop that down. So there we go. There's the basics, guys. I'm sorry that I chose a perhaps not great place to bring you, or perhaps it's the hair. Who knows? Who really knows? One of the things I really love about Black Dragon is that with my settings high like this, I could never hope to cam round like this in Firestorm. I would just crash straight away. Black Dragon really enables you to see SL as it was meant to be seen, and to enjoy the detail of things close up. And look at that. It's paint pitting on the boat, and yet still have amazing skies and gorgeous, really gorgeous things in the distance. So yeah, I totally love this viewer. I'm still learning. I hope my little tip for how to take photographs has helped you, and no doubt we'll talk again soon. You take care. Bye bye.